and done with.
Kinda-
But
Yeah.
regarding this topic, I kind of have a hot take.
All right, let's hear it.
I believe people might not agree, but I believe Dak Prescott should have been punished as well.
The AM Sideline Report, where you go to crew. Touchdowns and tackles, we give you the view. Huddle up, football fans, this show's for you. From the pregame hype to the final whistle, true.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the AM Sideline Report. I'm your co-host, Marcus, and with me, as always,
Hello.
and this is a special one because
It is.
we celebrate small wins, okay?
Yeah.
And this is episode 10.
It is actually.
It's a
like
small
that.
win for us, episode 10.
I mean, okay.
So thank you guys for watching
Yeah.
these previous 9 episodes, and welcome to episode 10, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going to be a big one. We're going to try to keep it short, as we always say.
Yeah, which never happened.
Yeah, but
But we can try.
NFL kicked off, man.
It did. We are now in regular season.
Yeah.
So this is week 1 is done. Actually, at the time of filming this, week 2 has officially started. We will get into predictions later, but just to note that we did already post the prediction.
That is correct. So if you follow us
prior to the game.
there we go. Yeah. So if you follow us on Instagram and TikTok, would have seen our predictions for week 2, which actually started last night. Yeah, but us. Yeah, it was last night. Yeah, but
Yeah.
because we're filming on a different day today. So I was thinking, I I've confused myself a bit. But yeah, let's actually just kick off this episode so we can not have the people sit around for so long. So let's start off with some Gridiron South Africa.
Yeah. So a little bit of news there.
Yeah.
So again, Gridiron South Africa is hosting the Super Cup Finals. This is for the Baltimore Rams that will be visiting from the States to play against our own local team here in South Africa.
Our All-Stars team, man.
Yeah. So they'll be helping. There'll be a bit of, coaching assistance, player assistance, that type of thing. But also, a decent game or two in the mix as well.
Yeah.
So the game takes place early January. It's January the 10th. I couldn't keep on that correctly. I actually have it on my notes. I don't know why I'm saying why I think. It is January the 10th. That will be the South African selected team against the US team, the Baltimore Rams. So the tryouts will be 2 select players for the All-Star South African team. The tryouts will be taking place on the 27th of September in Kutsenberg Athletics Stadium in Stellenbosch. They already had a tryouts already. Gridiron already hosted a tryout session in Pretoria. Yeah, Pretoria. Rugby stadium or rugby club in Pretoria.
Yeah, that was the 7th.
Yeah.
7th of September.
Yeah, this next one is now in Stellenbosch, Cape Town, just to provide a bit more opportunity for players.
I was going to say, like a bit of some variety of players.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that works too. But and then there will be a third tryout yet to be announced. There's no date set for that, but that will be held in the Vaal, I believe. At least that's the intention at the moment. So just talking specifically about the 27th of September in Stellenbosch again, in Cape Town. There'll be a positional training clinic that will run from 9 a.m. to about 12 p.m. And then the team selection process will take place between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. in the afternoon. So kind of a day event, but also provide guidance and some assistance with particularly for players that haven't played before. There are
That's
nice. And also for the 4 experienced players that want to get some pointers and things along the way.
Yeah. I believe it's 18 and plus only, if I remember correctly. So even if you don't have any experience, if you are in the Stellenbosch area, please go visit the guys and try out for the All-Stars team.
Yeah.
I mean,
African team making headway, kind of.
Yeah. Taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Yes. Yeah. But that's what's coming up. You've got some YAFFL news, I believe.
Yeah, some YAFFL news.
Which,
on the
sorry, just to clarify, is the youth
American flag football.
Yeah, maybe that's correct. I was looking for the names of the words, but yeah, youth American flag football.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
So under Gridiron, like we mentioned before, there's Gridiron, which is the
Governing body in a sense. It's
the main entity. I want to call it that. And then it falls into SAAFL tackle, SAAFL flag, and then YAFFL, which is the Youth American Flag Football. We did cover, it was SAAFL tackle. I think it was in the last episode or the episode before. That was at their finals. We did cover that. And now this is YAFFL's finals. We also did flag football.
Yes.
A couple of episodes ago as well, yeah. So now this was, like I said, YAFFL Youth. This was on the 2020. This was on the 31st of August. The under 14 semifinals. It was the Lions versus WCSS, and the Lions beat WCSS 6-0.
Close game.
Very, very close game. It seemed like a close game all around.
Yeah.
Again, then there was the Harlequins versus the Eagles in the other semifinals. Harlequins beat the Eagles also 6-0.
Yeah.
There's something in the water that's that. Keep it to the 6-0. I just spat everywhere. I apologize. I mean, you guys wet there.
In a good way or a bad way?
Hopefully in a good way. And then the under 14 finals, the Lions defeating the Harlequins to become the first ever under 14 YAFFL champions.
Well done.
So massive congratulations to the Lions from the under 14, and congratulations to everyone that have participated in the under 14s.
Yeah, I mean, this was the youth development. So I mean, these are the folks that will be like growing up and basically carrying the sports forward. So
from YAFFL to SAAFL
yeah,
flag and SAAFL tackle.
Yeah. So I mean, massive props to you, great for participation, and and to the Lions for taking the cup home.
Yeah. And it's cute, man. Like 13-year-olds.
Hey man, some of those 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds are like,
stocky people.
Yeah.
People.
I mean, yeah, you see them, you're like, oh shit.
Please don't beat me. And then on the same day, we had the under 17 semifinals, which was the Harlequins versus the Battlehawks, and the Harlequins beat the Battlehawks 14-6. Harlequins making it to the finals in under 14 and under 17s.
Nice.
Good job to the Harlequins there.
And technically the adult flag, and the adult tackle.
Adult tackle as well, yes, that's correct. That's very true. Yeah, Harlequins is everywhere, man.
Mm-hmm.
Destroying. Then the second semifinals was the Meerkats versus the Lions, and again, Meerkats beat the Lions 6-0. So unfortunately, the Lions couldn't make it to this finals.
Yeah.
But the Meerkats did, and the Meerkats dominated the season.
Yeah, well, that's actually true. Yeah, I mean, looking back at the past games.
Yeah,
well,
they're on fire. And then the under 17 finals was the Meerkats versus the Harlequins.
Yep.
And the Meerkats took it home 12-6, becoming the first ever under 17 YAFFL champions.
Nice.
So that's big props to the Meerkats. Good job, guys. And
yeah,
congratulations to you guys and to everyone that participated in the under 17s championship.
Yeah, and hopefully see you guys next year.
Yeah.
The ones that are progressing
in the age.
Yeah, but the ones that aren't on page anymore, will be joining into the adult league. So,
well, especially under 17s.
Yeah, specifically talking about
it. Yeah.
that is very good. Yeah. Coming up.
Yeah. Good job, guys, man.
Yeah. But I guess that's kind of pretty much it for Gridiron.
Yeah. That's planned quite at the moment.
Yeah. I guess everybody's resetting and sort of prepping for next season and for the tryouts and things like that and everything else is going on. So but big talk, the main feature in this case. NFL.
Yeah, so they're getting some NFL news. So one of the big topics for NFL news was Bulls fan is banned from the NFL, from all NFL stadiums. So during the Bulls versus Ravens game, it was after DeAndre Hopkins scored a touchdown to lead the Ravens 34-19. While celebrating, a fan shoved DeAndre against the head, or grabbing his helmet and pushing him, and then did the same to Lamar Jackson.
Oh boy.
And Lamar Jackson just like almost just like picked him up and chucked him, kind of thing. And that's a no-no from fans. Do not be touching players like that. You don't be shoving them.
But also, I mean, why would you want to? There's some big guys on those on those teams. You don't want to piss off one of them, but they all rally behind you, behind their player. What are
you screw, bro? Disappear into the crowd. Land underneath one of the
and the bleachers, but any like the fans are probably also going to pull you out and haul you out back to.
But then against Buffalo Bulls fans, they'll be protecting. They jump through tables.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, Bulls fans are rough.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Not quite like the Eagles fans, I'm gonna say, but you don't want to mess with Bulls fans.
Definitely not. But ball punishment. So the NFL and the Buffalo Bulls has ensured punishment for said fan. Obviously, we don't know the identity of the fan. Obviously, we've seen him in videos on that. But he has since been banned from all NFL stadiums. So you can no longer go watch in one.
Yeah, it sucks if you had season park tickets or something. Yeah, you
had thousands, thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Also, you'll never you won't be able to go to Super Bowl, any of the league celebrations or anything. Actually, I wonder if he's banned from the tailgating parties as well, like that occur at the stadiums. In some cases at the parking areas are designated.
All I know is banned from stadiums, but I don't know if that obviously includes parking lots or things like that. Okay, but he actually seemed quite young, so I don't think he will be tailgating as much. Yeah, you obviously can go sit with your daddy. And
yeah.
Oh, well, he's going to be chilling at home watching the games.
Yeah.
Sucks to be you, bro.
Exactly.
And then another news topic, defensive tackle Jalen Carter was ejected from the Eagles versus Cowboys kickoff game in the opening minutes.
Did you just say injected?
Ejected.
Yeah, ejected. Okay, all right. No, just checking. Sorry, and I interrupted you there. Carry on.
If I said injected, I do apologize. But he was ejected, in case I did say so, after spitting on Dak Prescott.
Yeah, that I actually saw that live. Yeah, that was
uncalled for.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, to avoid further punishment and suspension, the NFL has fined him $57,222.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of money. Let's be honest.
For a spit. That's the most expensive split ever.
It's true. I mean, Prescott could frame it this as one.
And sell it for millions of dollars.
Yeah. But in saying that as well, I mean, look, it's definitely the NFL crackdown on unsportsmanlike conduct.
100%.
But I will say it does also appear to be on a case-by-case basis or game-by-game basis, depending on the officials that are officiating the game. There's, particularly in the first few games of the week, there was definitely, even the slightest hint of a unsportsmanlike, somebody looked at somebody wrong. It was flag and, kind of
unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Player number 7's being ejected from the game.
Yeah. Well, they didn't really go that far, but they were definitely blowing a lot. And then towards the end of the week, in a couple of other games, there was definitely things that got blown up in the first 2 games. Were definitely flying easily left, right, or in the latter games. So I guess it depends on who's officiating and what.
Yeah, some people going. Some reps are stricter than others.
Yeah,
but there should be consistency.
There should be, and but in saying that as well, I think it by controlling that showing force, or enforcing the rule to a degree. They do show that, at least as I'm going to say, they are actually taking it seriously.
Yeah. It's like they actually are making an example out of him.
That was, I think, that's what I was reading. Eventually, this was, I think, an example case of, hey, listen, we're not tolerating this anymore.
This season.
Exactly. But then also, I suppose, at the same time, you also have to, in certain cases, give a bit of leeway. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't an actual, it's, the guys are riled up. It's, so there's a bit of case by case determination, I think, that needs to also happen. I think that started happening towards the latter part of the game of the week. But initially, I think the officials are probably also on like high alert. Okay, we'll crack down and show exactly what we're.
This kickoff game. Let's set an example.
Yeah, but also in saying that, I mean, there's no reason to spit on somebody else.
Yeah.
So
it's unnecessary, man.
Yeah. So I think it was
and just short of 58,000 rand worth of spit, bruv.
Yeah. But look, I'm actually gonna say, I do think he probably should have been suspended as well. Get a fine, at least something else as well. I know they fined him to avoid like the whole issue of suspension and that type of thing, but suspend him for a game at least. Yeah, that kind of thing. You have to sort it out. It'll affect his stats. It'll affect his play, kind of thing. Because I mean, like 57 grand to some of these guys is
chump change.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think.
57,000. Yeah, man. I'm in my pocket right now. Let's just let's get it over and done. But regarding this topic, I kind of have a hot take.
All right, let's hear it.
I believe people might not agree, but I believe Dak Prescott should have been punished as well.
Okay.
Because if you watch that clip closely, okay, so afterwards he said, I spit 1,000 times on the field in a game, kind of thing, and he didn't want to spit on his O-line. He could have turned around this way, because there was, if I remember correctly, there was a gap where he could have spat, but he walked up to Jalen. The defenders had to block him off. He leaned forward, looked at him, and spat on the ground like he was taunting him.
Yeah.
And that's when Jalen came in. This Jalen, right? Yeah, Jalen Carter, yeah. That's where Jalen came in.
Yeah.
And spat on him. Like there was a little confrontation.
Yeah.
It's like he was taunting him. He was baiting him.
Yeah.
I believe there should be some sort.
There definitely were words spoken between them as well. And I mean, it's not a bad take on the situation, because if you look at the clip, there's definitely it's coming from both sides. I guess keeping yourself in check and not crossing the line, I guess.
Jalen did cross the line by spitting on him.
But at the same time, if we're talking unsportsmanlike conduct, he escalated, but there definitely was something from the other side as well. It wasn't a one-sided affair. Yeah.
No, that's true. That's why I believe Dak Prescott, there should be some sort of punishment for him.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
So you agree with my hot take? If any of you guys agree with my hot take or disagree with my hot take, please leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about Dak Prescott being not suspended, punished as well for the whole spitting incident.
Yeah, you should be on the line as well.
Yeah, carefully. It has to be.
All right.
But cool.
Yeah. Should we get into game coverage?
Yeah, let's move into some game coverage.
All right. There's like 16 games, so we'll try and run through this as quickly as possible. But yeah, we always say that as well, and So all right. So there's like 16 games. So we'll cover the scores, and then where and as needed, we'll have some commentary maybe on a sub of the game. But in saying that, if we don't cover your game or the game that you felt was most accurate, I guess mention something
That's us, man.
Yeah.
Let us know.
But yeah, otherwise it does get very long if we have to cover every single game in detail, every game in detail. So a couple of comments. I mean, maybe there was highlights of things that we noted or something, but yeah, we'll mention a couple of things. Let's
get into it. So week 1, game 1 was the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys. I had a boop. and the Eagles beat the Cowboys 24-20.
Yeah, very, very close game.
Very close game.
To be honest, I think we spoke about this last week or last session, last episode. I was expecting the Eagles to come out very swing, and the Cowboys to basically have and do nothing.
Yeah.
I was not expecting the Cowboys to actually put up a score of 20 to begin with.
They were Super Bowl champions like that.
No, exactly. Yeah. So definitely a strong start for the Cowboys. I think it's a flash. I don't think it's a repeat occurrence. Unfortunately, the Eagles just barely winning that, which I think at some points also looks like the Cowboys might actually take it.
Yeah.
And yeah, not a great start for the Eagles.
No.
It's a win. Improve. Yeah, it's a win. But I'll give them the benefit of the doubt as well. They are Super Bowl champions, currently the reigning Super Bowl champion. So
that's why I expected a much higher score. I would have expected the score to be like 35-8 or something like that.
I mean, I will say it is the first week, right? There's still 18 weeks to go, or 17, something.
17,
yeah. So early game. It's early in the season, very early in the season. Start of the season, should I rather say?
Early in the season, yeah, very early.
Yeah, it's the start of the season. So this will also be a lot of time, or to a large degree, where the team sort of comes out and plays against, let's say, for lack of a better way of saying it, other pro level caliber teams. So yeah, it's again expecting a bigger score, but the win's a win, and
as Vin Diesel say, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
Exactly. So definitely just a couple of notes on the game itself. Jalen Hurts, I think you noted that it felt like a Jalen Hurts game,
especially the first couple of quarters.
The rushing 62 yards from 14 carries. He scored two touchdowns, passing 19 from 23, getting 152 yards. So definitely,
there was more of a rushing game from him.
Yeah. Running back Javonte Williams scoring 2 touchdowns for the Cowboys, rushing 54 yards from 15 carries. That's honestly not great numbers. I think the defense, the Eagles defense, definitely kept the running game
on a shutdown.
Yeah, but again, also I don't think the Cowboys have much of a running game. Sorry to say, but it is just what it is.
54 yards from 15 carries.
Yeah,
that's min.
Yeah, that is. So yeah, CeeDee Lamb struggled a bit. Drops for crucial catches. Yeah. Did note that there were difficult catches to begin with. There wasn't.
He had to dive for a couple, but there was some. There was
kind of there.
Yeah, but he dropped a lot of catches in that.
Yeah, it wasn't a great performance, I think, coming out. But again, start of the season. Just in saying that, I do just want to say that for most of the games, actually, probably the majority of games across the board this week, or last week, week 1, the defense definitely outshone the offense in pretty much everywhere. Like the start of the show was the defense.
Yeah, Paul Holmes.
Yeah. not in every case.
Those Dolphins.
Yeah, as I said, not in every case. There were some great performances as well by offensive teams. We'll get into that I think in a little bit. But generally speaking, the defense across the board, and again, excluding one or two teams, definitely had better performing defensive units than the offensive units. So yeah, great performance actually. Defensively speaking, it's going to be a tough season.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Looking at just this week 1, there was a lot of shockers.
Yeah,
and a lot of tight games as well.
That's also true. Majority of the games also finishing within one score difference. So yeah,
good. 2 of the games 1 point difference.
Yeah, exactly. So like a lot of I'd say the majority, obviously, majority finishing within 1 score, and then a good couple of games finishing within 3 points. So field goal shy of the win. So interesting.
Yeah, looking forward to next week.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, next game was the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Chargers, thank you Chargers, beat the Chiefs 27-21. And again, like you said, score point difference within 6 points.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think everybody had hopes for the Chiefs, or Chiefs fans at least anyway had hopes for the Chiefs. They were strong contenders. I think
we're almost repeating last season. I'm just specting it.
Yes. So you would imagine that they'd come out strong, put their best foot forward in a sense, and try and get like a 15-2 or 15-3, or at least kind of season going forward, just to show they are back. They're going for their next next win kind of thing. This is the decade of the Chiefs. Not by the performance that they put out on.
Not against the Chargers. The way they played against the Chargers, no way. They're missing what's his name, Sharif Rice.
Yeah,
and obviously, like you mentioned now, Xavier Worthy as well. But you'll get into that in a second here.
Yeah. So I mean, okay, in the game, obviously, Xavier Worthy was taken out due to a shoulder injury after colliding with his own teammate Travis Kelce. Yeah, that's they kind of bro. Yeah,
they take each other up, man.
Yeah, but Mahomes definitely struggled with accuracy. Had deep passes just weren't there.
Yeah, he was either throwing straight over, straight pass. He was his accuracy was completely off.
On the other side of the field, though, Herbert had a great, pretty impressive game. I think
Justin Herbert destroyed.
Yeah,
man, I don't know what Madison Beer is doing to him, but yeah.
I mean, you mentioned at some point
what's with NFL stars start dating celebrities and all of a sudden they become great players. Travis Kelce, Josh Allen, and now Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
What's in their water, right?
Yeah, lots of things. But yeah, Herbert's completing 25 of 34 passes for 318 yards, so definitely 300 plus yards, and got 3 touchdowns to prove.
Yeah, that was just brilliant from him, man.
Yeah, good. Yeah, great performance.
Hopefully, he can keep it up and bring the Chargers as a potential Super Bowl contender for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
this could be a fluke.
I don't think so. Look, Chargers for me have ups and downs, and I don't. We'll again start of season. We'll need to see how the rest or the at least the first couple of weeks of the season play out for the Chargers. But yeah, I think they could be contenders at least
playoff contenders.
At least at this point, my money's on them making the playoffs at least.
Yeah.
Whether they get to the Super Bowl or not, I don't think they would. there's definitely other.
Madison Beer is doing some magic.
Yeah, but it's Madison Beer against what's it? Against Josh Allen and
Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld. So hey, and then there's Lamar Jackson running on the side there somewhere. But yeah, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, I think let's revisit the Chargers in like say 3 or 4.
Yeah, let's say like that. Week 5, week 6.
Yeah, and we can do a nice deep analysis of what's going on at the Chargers at that point.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
But cool. Moving on to the Indianapolis Colts versus the Miami Dolphins, and yeah, say that again. Good Lord. The Colts destroyed the Dolphins 33-8.
Yeah,
the Dolphins did not show up.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a Dolphins fan, I'm sorry to say, but yeah. Sorry, but
Tua's still back in Hawaii or something, really.
Yeah.
Just chilling at it.
The only thing worse than the offensive performance was the defense.
Yeah.
I mean,
was such a...
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't... Yeah, Miami Dolphins, okay, especially against us, they normally beat the Patriots, and it upsets me, but I've never seen them play this badly before.
Yeah, it was just a shocking performance. There just wasn't a performance.
I really hope they keep this up for next week. Please, Lord Jesus.
Playing
Patriots need it.
Yeah.
I really hope so, man.
So yeah, yeah. Look, I mean, what are we gonna say? Look, Jones, the Colts did well. Let's in all fairness, I was expecting well, with the way that the Dolphins played, I was expecting a whole lot more.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Colts did fairly well. I don't know. I don't have much to comment on it. I mean, it wasn't a really exciting game in any way. It was
just a walkover, man.
It was. But again, as well, in saying that, what the Colts could have put more out.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes me struggle a bit with where the Colts are at. But it is what it is.
Yeah, we'll see what they do against the Broncos this week.
Yeah.
Week 2.
Well, we'll get to prediction.
Yeah, we'll get there now.
Yeah.
We'll get there now. Cool. Then moving over to the New York Jets versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Almost said Seattle Steelers. And the Steelers beat the Jets 34-32 in Aaron Rodgers' first game as a Steeler.
Yes, this was the game of the switching quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So Fields going from Steelers to Jets, and Rodgers going from Jets to Steelers. So yeah, kind of a bit of a mistake. Look, it was a second highest scoring game, I think, in the week. I mean, both teams kind of had a decent performance. There's definitely some concerns on both sides. I will say that a lot of missed opportunities, some really bad play calls. I'd say not exactly the greatest of performances in terms of the characters running, that type of thing. But overall, it wasn't bad. It was a pretty exciting game.
Yeah. It was actually one of our contenders for game of the week.
Yeah. So again, a lot of scoring happening.
Also very back and forth.
Yeah. Scoring. I will say, and this is just my opinion, and not just because I had the Jets to win.
I had the Jets to win as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought you had the Steelers.
No, I had Jets to win.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah. So, I will say, I think Fields is definitely served better by the Jets than what he was at the Zers.
Oh, okay.
Well, prior to and I guess also potentially at the Steelers. Like I've probably got a bit of a soft spot for Fields. I don't.
As a fan as well.
Yeah. Well, not my first fan choice, but my second team in a sense. But excuse me. Fields was there was a lot of let's call it smack talk. He wasn't a great, not great QB, or not a contender for a great QB at least. Anyway, and I think he has potential. He just hasn't found the right, let's call it, coaching staff or the right team to gel with. Whether he's found it at the Jets, I don't think so.
Well, he outperformed a lot of quarterbacks this week.
But I think he's definitely moving up the rankings, at least with the Jets.
Yeah.
Do the Jets have enough to keep it going and potentially make playoffs, which I think is what their hopes are? It's a good question. Maybe.
Yeah.
But then I guess you have to look at the league you're playing in, who the other players are, the other teams are in the AFC. I don't think they're making playoffs, but they'll definitely do better. They'll have a much better performance this season coming up than what they did last season, for example.
But the way we played week 1, hopefully we can improve going forward. But yeah, Jets is in our division, which is Bulls, Jets, Patriots, and Dolphins. Dolphins is bottom all the way. So it'll be between Jets and ourselves
for the second spot,
for second and third. Yeah. So Bulls will be on top, Dolphins bottom.
Yeah.
So there is if we can't improve, which I thought we were going to, but after week 1 doesn't look like a little bit. We have a little bit. They could actually make playoffs.
See, the thing I've noticed for a lot of the teams, and something that I was going to mention with the Pats Patriots game when we got to it, but I think a good number of teams have improved, definitely over last season. The question is the thing to note as well is every team has improved.
Yeah. Every team is improved as anyone.
At least the majority of them have in some way improved. So have you beaten the curve?
Yeah.
Have you beaten the
trajectory?
The increased the increased sort of curve of everybody kind of thing. Are you on the same thing? Because if everybody's moving up and you're moving up as well, you kind of still at the same spot where you were. You have to beat that curve to actually put yourself or push yourself into a better position. So yeah, Jets I think have done that to some degree. I don't know by how much. I think it's only a small amount.
Yeah.
So I think they'll definitely improve their standings this season. Whether it's playoff, I don't think so.
Hopefully we can win us.
Also, in saying that, I think this was getting back to the actual Jets Steelers game specifically. I think the Steelers got lucky there. Yeah, Rodgers got very lucky. It was. I don't think he'll be able to keep that up. I don't think the Steelers will be able to keep it up going through the season.
Like I see with the last 2 touchdowns, it was lucky touchdowns.
Yeah. I don't know that. Like everybody's going, oh yeah, Rodgers 4 touchdowns, kind of thing, whatever. But like, it was kind of lucky. The last 2, it was, he shouldn't have. I don't know. In my mind, like, okay, fair enough. He himself had a great game. But I also think the Steelers struggled, and I think there was a lot of. It's not their typical play style, and I think the coaching staff basically was like, "Oh, we don't know what to do. Okay, let's let Rodgers run wild a little bit." And I think that's where that's what he was looking for, and he got excited and he's like, so I got up a bit. He perked up, and then okay, a bit of performance came out, but I don't think they're going to keep this. It's not the Steelers play style, so they're not going to run with that the rest of the season, and they're also definitely not going to let Rodgers loose like
that's what the Patriots, Packers did. That's what the Jets did, and look how south it went.
Yeah, so Yeah, we're not. So I think the Steelers are going to have a bit of a struggle going through the rest of the season. It's great that they won, and
I didn't expect that. I really thought Jets is going to take that.
yeah, same. But and now the Steelers will win a couple more. It's not like they're heading downwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, not. Yeah, I don't think Rodgers is the Jesus that they needed. Kind of thing.
Oh, it made me think of Deadpool. I'm Marvel Jesus. Okay, cool. Moving on to the next game, which was the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Carolina Panthers, the battles of the Kitty Cats. And the Jaguars beat the Panthers 26-10.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody was.
It wasn't a very exciting game. It was a very
meh.
A lot of these games, like coming up now, that was like, I want to say mid-card kind of thing. It was very meh games.
Yeah.
Nothing really exciting.
I think if you're watching them, you're kind of watching how the rookie players play. Do that around what they're looking at. If there's been some restructuring, you kind of figure out where they're at, and whether it's working or not. I don't. Yeah, it's not. There's not really much else going on in the game, so kind of. Like in this game particularly, like Jaguars. I don't know anybody that was expecting the Panthers to win.
Yeah, it was the Panthers. Come on.
Yeah. But in saying that, if you watching, you might you watch the game. Okay, cool. Yeah, the game. You might be interested in actually paying attention to kind of get a feel of how things are working on each team. But other than that, I mean, it's just another game kind of.
And so with the next game as well, which is the Saints, the New Orleans Saints versus the Arizona Cardinals, and the Cardinals beat the Saints 2013. You done now. This was me.
Yeah.
Now you done. Another one of those games, very close games, within 7 points. But it's also one of those.
Yeah. Look, to be honest, I had the Saints to win that.
I can also win it.
Yeah. But I did think the Saints had potentially sorted some of the issues out. Watching the game, yeah, they definitely haven't. So, yeah, I mean, I think you made mention here, James Conner's touchdown was the most exciting part of the game.
Yeah, that
for your rushing touchdown. But there was the dummy, right?
Yeah, that touchdown spun me. Oh my goodness. It was a 4-yard touchdown from James Conner. But my goodness, Kyler Murray looked like he was going to throw right. He was running that way. Looked like he was going to pass the receiver in the right-hand corner. But he's like, no, bro, underarm this way to James Conner, and he just ran straight in.
The whole team, like
everyone,
entire players moving right.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
I was so confused. I'm waiting to see this ball. I'm looking for the ball. It says touchdown. I'm like, wait, what just happened? And I watched the replay. I'm like, oh, sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that spun me. That was the most exciting part of the game. It was brilliant.
But other than that, it was, yeah. And unfortunately, the Saints, to me, I mean, just looking at the plays coming out of them, the Saints have, I almost feel regressed, like significantly. Like there was hope that they would come out and have improved. But as we were talking earlier about the line,
the curve,
that curve, I don't think they improved enough to even match the curve.
Yeah.
So everybody else has improved, and they've kind of gone a little bit, but they're behind the average.
They're definitely not playing the same Saints team that started 2024 season. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, I don't think the Saints team that started 2024 season played the rest of the 2024 season either. So,
have you said it was bing, bing, boom?
Yeah,
it was.
But they, and I mean, like looking at last season, they had a large number of issues that I think came out. They started off very strong, which I think gave people a false sense of hope. But there was that flash in the pan kind of thing, and then the rest of it was tasteless. And they really
plain rice.
Yeah, exactly. So I think going into the season, there was a lot of expectations or at least anticipation that there had been that some improvements had happened. But yeah, there's a little bit, but they're definitely not playing anywhere close to where they should be. And
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't think it's for lack of talent either. But yeah, maybe it's coaching. I don't know, it's something. But something's off at the Saints, and yeah,
they need to fix it, man.
Yeah,
they need to fix it. Moving on to our next game, it was the Washington Commanders versus the New York Giants, and this was shocking for me, just considering how low the score was. Commanders beat the Giants 21-6. That was another game I expected a way higher score.
I definitely have.
There's Commanders coming now from just losing in the NFC Championship, like pro level, and they just beat the Giants.
I mean, I wouldn't call 21-6 a just beat, but they're definitely closer games. But
I expected a 30-something or 40-something. I expected a hiding against Giants.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe that's just me.
I don't think Daniels was kind of where he in the headspace that he needed to be at. Something we actually mentioned earlier, well, much earlier. We're talking about Daniels, or let's say the Commanders generally. Last season, they were around, and it's like, okay, I mean, Commanders, but you don't really, I wouldn't say they were big news kind of thing.
Yeah.
Until the Hail Mary parts that happened. And then all of a sudden, everybody's paying attention, and it's,
look at the Commanders, and all done winning. Oh, Commanders winning. Winning.
So I mean, they had a decent performance up until that point. And it's not like they were, I just don't think anybody was paying attention to them. And I think maybe that also might come out now. Yeah, again, start of season, so first game, maybe they're not feeling too or they're feeling a bit unsettled, and I think they're dealing with some injuries and things like that as well. Key players and things like that. So, could be a variety of things. I will say, I mean, since we already know, they're starting the season 0-2.
Yeah.
I think so. For anybody that hasn't watched the game yet, well, yeah, they lost to the Packers last night.
But wait, not 0-2.
Yeah, they're 0-2.
No, they just beat the Giants.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so 1-1. My bad. All right, whatever. So yeah, so they won. All right, fine. But yeah, Packers shut them down. But yeah, they feel like they're struggling a little bit, but I don't think it's something that'll carry through the
rest of this year.
Yeah, full way through. I just think they need to figure some minor
find it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Find it footing.
Exactly.
Maybe by week 6, week 7, they.
And I mean, look, you don't have to win every game, right?
Yeah.
So, and you don't have to win every game by
massive
points.
That's fair. Inch or mile, bro.
Yeah,
winning's winning.
Exactly.
And speaking of inch or mile, the next game was the Atlanta Falcons versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers just beat the Falcons by 23-20.
Yeah.
That was a pretty exciting game as well.
Yeah.
The touchdown scored was...
I feel bad for Kirk Cousins. Yeah, like, I still want the guy to do something at the Falcons, and they get really, really close, and then, it just doesn't cross the line. Yeah. Anything. Yeah. So, but I mean, Mayfield did pretty well. So, it was on point.
So they kind of both pulled some insane touchdowns out of their arse.
Yeah.
We got a guest in the studio. His name is Moki, and now he's stuck because the door was closed.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it was a decent game. But yeah, probably third or fourth best game.
Yeah.
Of the week.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Maybe third, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, great for the Bucks. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, unfortunately for Cousins, the Falcons losing there, but it was fairly close. Not I won't be too disappointed on or I wasn't too disappointed with the Falcons performance. I think they did what the Falcons do, and yeah,
Fall apart.
well, it's quite a fall apart, but yeah, yeah. All right.
Yeah. So moving on to another, like we said, intro mile. The Cleveland Browns versus the Cincinnati Bengals. And the Bengals just beat the Browns 17-16.
Yeah, this was even closer than the previous game.
Yeah. And even lower score than the Bengals.
Yeah, to be honest, I think the Browns lost this all by themselves.
Yeah.
There wasn't.
Bengals didn't perform really.
Yeah, but that's the problem that I have with the Bengals. You know, they have these moments where they come out and Burrows will throw and like, you know, they'll do really well, but then like last season, defense was a problem.
Yeah.
So you scoring 40 plus points kind of thing, but the other team scoring 40 plus with plus 1 or 2, kind of thing, and they're losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in this case, to be honest, like the Bengals would not have won that if the Browns had actually kept their momentum going.
Yeah.
So, stupid example, right? The winning field goal or the field goal that they got, I think, was the third or fourth quarter currently. It was the only point scored by the Bengals in, I think, the last 34 minutes or some shit like that. But that came off an interception.
Yeah.
So interception happened, but they didn't capitalize on it, and they kicked a field goal, and that was the final 3 points that secured them the win by 1 point.
Yeah.
And so for me, it was the kind of lack of discipline and the Browns falling apart when it mattered.
Yeah.
And yeah, just basically giving the game away.
Bengals also not capitalizing on that fall apart.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, for me, both teams are just kind of on a yeah.
I thought Bengals beat. I struggle there with
somebody. Yeah, we just go fake play now.
But yeah, Bengals. Like I like the Bengals. Like I said many times, like you said now as well. Joe Burrow, very good QB. It's last season was his defense. What was his excuse this time? It's against the Browns.
Yeah, look, the Browns had it in the bag. They should have taken that.
Yeah,
there was no reason. But I mean, the points that they gave points away. They basically gave the ball away. There was interception. There was a missed field goal from them. There was a couple of like additional point attempts kind of thing that they didn't get.
Yeah.
They just, I don't know, they didn't capitalize correctly, and I had the Browns to win that.
Yeah, you did.
That should have been the Browns game, which worries me for the Browns going forward. And to be honest, I'm gonna blame at this point the upper, so I want to say coaching
coordinators
all the way up kind of thing. I don't think they know what they're doing. And this could potentially be a management, higher management, and maybe a miscommunication there. But I think whatever's happening at the top there is definitely reflecting down.
It was there, Joe Flacco.
Yeah, look, the Browns needed a lot of work on last season. And yeah, they're not all the way there. Let's be honest. It's going to take a while. Couple of seasons, maybe, kind of thing, 3, 4, if they know what they're doing, and they have somebody that's leading the way, that's actually has a clear direction, and and the entire organization kind of rallies around that vision.
Yeah.
at this point, I think they're kind of grasping the straws, and everybody's kind of trying to make something work, but there's a lot of overlap. Nobody knows what the hell's happening, and all of that's miscommunication and everybody pulling their own direction. Yeah, as I said, reflect down, and that's basically what's happening on the field as well.
No, it makes sense. It's very true.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bengals as well. I'm saying that. Yeah, Bengals starting off on a dip.
Win, but a very low dip.
Yeah, it to me that wasn't a win. Okay, officially on the scoreboard the win, but I don't think that
Shouldn't have been. Yeah.
I wouldn't go home and be like, yeah, that's the one.
We beat the Browns for 1 point.
Yeah, it wasn't a convincing one.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on, we have my team, the New England Patriots, against the Las Vegas Raiders, and I am sad to announce that the Las Vegas Raiders beat the New England Patriots 2013. Yeah, that was a very disappointing game. That opening drive by Geno Smith was next level.
Yeah,
it was insane.
Yeah, I saw that. Game watching.
You're what? Yeah, I was watching it. You sent me a message, bro.
Yeah, I was like, I saw that all the way through to the touchdown, and I was like, yeah, Patriots are in trouble.
It was first down, touchdown. Like, what the hell? And we take over. We couldn't make first down, but then on the second drive, the Raiders' second drive, our defense just came out of nowhere and started shutting them down.
Yeah. No, look, the Patriots were definitely, I think, on points in that first quarter.
I think it was that nerves of first game, first week, first play, and they crapped themselves a little bit.
Yeah. Who are you talking about? Patriots. Yeah. Okay. But they definitely came out and they were strong. I mean, okay, first drive maybe not so much, whatever kind of thing.
Second drive, yeah.
Or second drive, yeah. From the second drive, and they really showed like quite a bit. I think they kept it up a little bit, but the pressure started appearing. Kind of, I want to say, it felt like things regressed to last season.
Yeah.
O-line started struggling a little bit again. Pressure started coming. They kind of like, oh boy, and then
I said Mayfield.
Yeah, Drake May. And yeah, then passes started getting overthrown, underthrown. Accuracy is off. He almost at one point I thought, wow, this guy looks a little panicked. Kind of thing. So yeah, it wasn't to me. It wasn't a great performance.
Yeah.
It was again started off great, but then kind of.
But it's a lot like a lot of these teams.
Yeah.
That lost, that just fell apart in the second half.
Yeah.
Like they start great, then they just fall apart in the second half.
Yeah. I mean, again, also Raiders, I mean, not particularly capitalizing on that. So yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, so could have been better. 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals from them.
Yeah.
We got 1 touchdown and 2 field goals as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, offensively, I kind of hoped for more from the Raiders, but
we performed second half. There should have been more.
Yeah.
But we only got 3 points in the second half.
Yeah.
In the last quarter, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, actually, yeah. It was 20. What? It ended up 17-10 or something, and then it was 2010 and then 2013 or something. Yeah. Yeah. It should have been something along those lines.
That was a shocking game, and I'm very, very sad. But hopefully, week 2.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you are playing the Dolphins, right?
Yeah. If the Dolphins play like they played against the Colts and we still lose,
it's the hope.
If we still lose, I get rid of everything Patriots. I'm no longer a Patriots fan. We're no longer relatives. Go away. Okay. So moving on to the next game, it is the Seattle Seahawks versus the San Francisco 49ers. And props to my dad's team. San Francisco 49ers beat the Seattle Seahawks 17-13.
Yeah.
Also one of those games that wasn't really exciting, nothing really to talk about.
Yeah, it's more same old,
Yeah.
kind of thing from both sides, I think.
Then it was the Denver Broncos versus the Tennessee Titans, and the Denver Broncos beat the Titans 20-12. Or should I actually say it was the Broncos versus Joey Sly, and the Broncos beat Joey Sly 20-12.
Yeah,
I think that's what I should have said. My apologies.
that's what you should have said.
Yeah, that's true. Because Joey Sly just put on all the points for the
Yeah.
4 out of 4 penalties. I mean, no, penalties, the field goals. 4 out of 4 field goals for Joey Sly in that game.
Yeah, I mean that's the only point that that ended up scoring. Yeah, I mean for all the hype around the draft and the Titans picking what's his name?
Oh shit, I can't remember.
Yeah, it was the
number 1 draft pick. Yeah.
Yeah, for all the hype that was made around that, yeah, I don't the Titans did nothing. So yeah,
The Broncos defense just shut them down.
yeah. Yeah, Broncos for me is the decent team.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see how they do this season. But bearish on them. But I do think they probably Super Bowl ourselves playoff contenders anyway. So yeah.
Well, fingers crossed for them.
Mm-hmm.
But then moving over to your team, the Green Bay Packers versus the Detroit Lions, and the Packers tamed the Lions by scoring 27-13.
Yeah. No, that I did call it.
Yeah. I said Lions.
Yeah.
You did say Packers.
Yeah. With and I will say the addition of Michael Parsons. Yeah, made it
unstoppable team.
Yeah. I think they're like from a defensive point of view, we are now sorted.
So your defense is hot now.
Yeah.
Last night's game, week 1's game.
Yeah. If you look at the way they played now versus the way they played last season, there's a massive monumental difference. It's distinctly noticeable in the style of play. And yeah, I mean, what's his name? Happily, our defensive coordinator, has done a phenomenal job with the team. But also just making like I guess everybody just making sure that the right players are there and where they need to be. Yeah, I think a number of teams that have struggled against us now this season, not because of our offensive side, but because of our defense. So I will say keeping points off the board gives Love a bit more flexibility or the offensive unit to actually come out and score and put points on the board. And with the defense like keeping points off the board and actually shutting the other team down. Both the run game and pass game for that matter. Couple missteps in last night's game against the Commanders, but generally speaking, like the Lions were pretty much stopped at every opportunity that they got the ball. So it was really difficult for them to make plays and get the ball out there and advance the ball. So exact same style coming out getting on the Commanders last night as well. So I think if everybody remains healthy and strong, I think we're
you guys are rated, I think, like one of the top 5 as a Super Bowl contender this season. Just from like the first game alone.
Yeah.
But talking about the Lions, like Dan Campbell he's a very good head coach.
Yeah.
But losing their offensive coordinator, losing their defensive coordinator, like it shows on the field. From preseason and week 1, it clearly shows. Yeah, they're not the same team that was last season.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. There's a marked difference in
which upsets me because that's my second team.
Yeah,
always rooted the underdog Lions, and they were going. They're like, Craven the Hunter got me. Yeah, they're not the same team anymore, man. Which is it's sad to see, but unfortunately, that's football.
Yeah, it is.
Patriots are not the same team they were.
Yeah. It doesn't warrant everybody got their season. So,
Yeah.
you know, every team has their season or a couple of seasons, whatever kind of thing. But yeah, it's and look, I mean, Super Bowl to make it to the Super Bowl, let alone winning the Super Bowl, requires a massive coordination of having the right players, the right coaching staff, the right coordinators, the right plays, and yeah, basically everybody working together and everybody being on point across the board. And yeah, to get that matchup is very rare. And so yeah, I mean, like,
At the moment, you guys are pulling that match up a little bit. Seems that way.
potentially, we'll see going forward. Like we're rated as a contender. We'll see how the season progresses. Whether that's there and how things play out.
Yeah.
Potentially, I mean, we could.
There was a video I showed you last month where this guy predicts, I think it was Bulls versus Packers in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well,
That will be one hell of a game.
it would.
The way Josh Allen played this week 1. I apologize. I don't see. I see him wiping the floor.
Look. I will say the same as well. In saying that, I mean,
But if Michael Parsons shuts him down the whole time, then
yeah, and it's not just Parsons. Like, it's not even the fact that, because like going back to the Packers Lions game, for example, Parsons had 1 sack, right? But the dynamic that he brings to the team, right? So like, he's putting pressure on, which forces maybe he doesn't get the sack, or maybe, you know, but it forces the QB to be aware of him and have to adjust plays and things. And it's basically pressure.
Yeah.
And for example, like Cooper, I think was actually picking up a number of sacks, or at least making the tackle and being able to actually get there.
Yeah.
But the ability for that to happen came from the pressure from Boston. So yeah, it's definitely like, yeah. Look, like I said before as well, we lost Kenny Clark to the Cowboys in the trade for Parsons, but I mean, I'm not complaining at all. You know, I was smiling. I was like, oh, okay. Sorry, Clark. You know, we lost you. That's sad news. Wait, we got Parsons. Screw that. Let's welcome, buddy. You know,
I don't think we have them.
yeah.
Oh, excuse me, man. But yeah, let's move on, because you've been talking for quite some time yourself. A little bit to talk about. So, Los Angeles Rams versus the Houston Texans. Very, let's say, boring game. The Rams beat the Texans 14-9.
Yeah, I mean, see their start coming out. Oxford mentioning that the Texans, well, that the way the Texans practiced leading up to the game just wasn't good enough, and they were like messing around effectively. And that's basically they deserved the loss. And hopefully that it serves as a wake up call to the rest of the team. Was, yeah, I mean, just Texans there.
It was another Rams versus kicker game.
Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately for the Texans, but I mean, yeah, look, I mean, if they're messing around and, you know, not practicing the way that they expect to play, yeah, they're not gonna make it.
No, that's fair. So, and the next game, massive game.
This was the game.
This was the game. The Buffalo Bills versus Baltimore Ravens, and Buffalo Bills beat the Baltimore Ravens 41-40
with the most insane, absolute last minute. I want to say lucky plays. There was 1 or 2, like, it shouldn't have happened, but yeah, it was, man. This was a luck. absolutely exciting game. Like
This was a beast of a game. Man. This was next level. It was like I noted down, 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Bulls was down 19-34.
Yeah.
4 minutes left. They were down 25-40. And they came back to win.
15 points off, or 16 with the win, but
4 minutes
yeah,
away from the end of the game. And they came back 41-40.
Again, I just want to say there was that touchdown with the batted hand. So
That was a lucky one.
I think pass comes off, receiver goes for it. It comes off his hand and
back to the end zone.
But it was caught by a Bulls receiver.
Yeah.
For the touchdown. That was this close to being intercepted.
Yeah. You got lucky there with that one.
He did.
But also,
Sorry, Karen. Yeah. No.
okay. But also, like, the Ravens, I won't say screwed themselves over a bit, but this would have been a tied game, 41-41. The kicker missed the conversion.
Yeah.
To make it 41-40. If you didn't miss the conversion, it would have been 41.
And I think at that point they were like, it's all right, we've got this anyway.
Or it was 40-25.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's chill. We'll miss the kick. It's cool.
Yeah,
There's
right.
no way to tell.
Don't worry, you did well. It's fine. You'll get the next one. Yeah, it's fine. But we got this in the bagging.
Yeah. There's no way they're making this, man.
Yeah.
And but the Josh Allen pulled something out of his arm. I don't know. Again, like Justin Herbert, Haley Steinfels doing magic to him, man.
Yeah, he is. He is. But I mean, there was some insane level of clock management. The receivers were on point. Like, reaching out, grabbing, just having the feet in. It was a poetry. Being able to get out. Yeah, this was a high intensity, high energy, really just excellent.
That's one game to watch.
Yeah.
That was just a stunning of a game. Well, stunner of a game, I should say.
Yeah. I mean, we've got notes. Allen completing 33 of 46 with 394 yards, passing 2 touchdowns. Also with 14 carries for 30 yards.
With 2 touchdowns.
With 2 touchdowns, yeah. And then, I mean, Jackson himself had 14 completed of 19 passes. Or completion was 14 of 19. 209 yards passing. Also 2 touchdowns. But I mean, like, rushing 6 carries for 70 yards, putting 1 touchdown. So, I mean, good performance, but definitely not anywhere at the Josh Allen.
Josh Allen almost doubled everything there.
Yeah.
Both teams scored 5 touchdowns each. Josh Allen throwing 2, running to himself, and then obviously rushing or passing 1 for a rush. Lamar Jackson, he only passed for 2. He scored 1 in the others. He was also rushing. Like, a lot of Jackson's game was just passing off to the running back.
Yeah.
And just rushing through. Because 14 from 19 passes only.
Yeah, but in saying that as well, I mean, like, knowing, or basically being able to read that's where they were going to get the points from.
Yeah, that's what.
It's I mean, like, to be honest, my thing is, Bulls had a really great game. Yeah, and they definitely pulled something out the hat there. And you only get that kind of thing at that, like, level of skill and experience. But I do think the Ravens, I mean, to match that kind of energy and actually pull ahead massively. Yeah, only to be they were let down at the end, like right at the end. Again, like last forward, it's kind of thing. And I think that maybe they got carried away or got a little into their own head and like, okay, cool, we got this kind of thing. And so dropped the ball a bit. But like, honestly, I think they should have taken it if they had have carried or kept up the pace and the intensity. They definitely would have had it.
Yeah. They're one of the teams that kind of fell apart a little bit at the end.
Yeah, but it was like right at the end.
Yeah.
I think, and could have just been because they got it, like they were like, okay, cool, we got this.
Yeah, they got that they were overconfident.
Yeah,
They're like, oh no, we got this in the bag. It's fine. Let's keep it easy. And then it's like, don't sleep on me, brother.
yeah,
Don't sleep on me.
yeah. So my opinion is that the Ravens should have taken that.
Yeah.
Balls edging out, and again, you only get that kind of thing with the level of talent you have and skill in and experience in Josh Allen, and one of the others. I mean, Lamar, I guess, also plays out or has similar kind of thing. I'm just not a fan of Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, neither am I.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Just something.
yeah, I can't. He's a very egotistical player, if I can put it that way. He's got to be the center of attention.
Like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, just in my opinion.
Yeah.
But but yeah. So I mean, I'm happy that the Bulls won. But yeah, I do think the Ravens probably could have taken that or should have taken that.
Yeah.
And I mean, both teams being pretty hard field.
Exceptional performance on both ends, man. It was that was a freaking fantastic game. I want to watch that game again. Like, not highlights kind of thing, like the full game. I just want to watch that game again, man.
Yeah.
But then moving on to the final game of week 1, which was the Chicago Bears versus the Minnesota Vikings. And this was a shocking game as well, because I thought the Bears is going to take it, but the Vikings won 27-24.
Yeah.
And JJ McCarthy, like you said, he had a crap game. I think last quarter, he pulled out something as well. Like, he had a very good last quarter.
He did. But okay, given it's his first pro season, right? First game of his pro career. For me, he played like a rookie. I didn't think there was anything special. He didn't exactly suck, but it was, for me, it was a mediocre performance.
Yeah.
All this up until about the last quarter. But I will also say that I think a lot of the flashes that he had in the last quarter is great for him going forward. Look, again, he might just have been coming out of his shell. Needing to come out of his shell a little bit. Can he keep that momentum up and extend it? And what happens when he faces more difficult teams? Because the Bears, and I think this is also a reason why I think they ended up pulling through, is Caleb Williams started out strong. I was wait, what? Is this the same Caleb that I watched last season kind of thing? First quarter, great. Our
7-yard rushing touchdown from him.
Yeah, I was impressed. I was sitting there like amazed. Rest of the game, absolute, like, it was Bears last season. It felt all over game, except for the defense. I was actually excited for watching the defense come out. I was like, yeah, don't worry about the
lead available. Just
let's watch the defense take down the
and clearly the defense got tired in the fourth quarter because JJ McCarthy threw 2 touchdowns and rushed the win touchdown.
No,
they got tired, man.
Yeah.
Wow, we're on this field the whole time.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was in Gatorade, man. I also want to chill, but damn.
Yeah. So definitely. So there's for me it's a bit of a mix of the Bears letting breaking down and letting not letting the Vikings, but like giving him a bit of opportunity to show a bit of flash. And then also, like, I don't know if he can potentially keep that up. So look, I do obviously cut him some slack. He is a rookie again as well. And he has some talent. It's definitely there. I'm not sure, like, calling him a saying that he had a good game for me is a bit of a stretch.
Well,
He had a mediocre game. Yeah,
especially with that pick six.
yeah,
That was horrible for him.
yeah.
That was terrible. But again, 75 yard, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
72, 75, somewhere it was in the 70 yard pick six.
But not just McCarthy, but the rest of the Vikings unit. Like, look, their coach, and I forget his name now, but he is a phenomenal coach. I'm not gonna lie, he's probably one of the best that we've got in the league at the moment. I'd say not the best, but it's definitely a contender somewhere in for the top there. But the Vikings are not going to stay anywhere close to what they were last season, and I think they're going to take some time to find their feet.
Yeah, which is funny was last season they had Sam Darnold. This season the Seahawks had Sam Darnold, and he did jack.
Yeah, and again, I mean, like Darnold was also a late entry into the Vikings unit last season, but I think that's also where experience comes in. As a QB, you need to direct and pull and lead your team. Essentially. I know there's another quarterback that was talking about his struggles with leading a team as a rookie. May actually.
Yeah.
Drake May, saying that like you come in, you're talking to guys that have a lot more experience than you. They've been around a lot longer.
Coming first game in, telling them what to do.
Yeah, and directing them around. It's kind of overwhelming, and so, but you have to learn how to step up and do that. And I think Donald had experience and had that kind of ability to,
lead the team,
lead the team forward, and actually direct things, and understand where and what's possible and what's not possible, and get things where they need to be. As a rookie, I think McCarthy's gonna have to find his feet around that and pick up on those types of things. And so look, I think the Vikings knew that that's what they're getting into, and at this moment, he's kind of more operating on talent and skill, and the little bit of training that he's got, but the training that he's received, the rest of it is going to have to come from him.
Yeah.
And I think the Vikings are looking at him as a long-term quarterback, or potentially at least anyway, depending on obviously on how he does. But I don't think they're. Well, let me say, I think they are settled on him being at least let's say like 3 years, or they're looking at the long game. They're not looking at like, okay, well, we need to get to Super Bowl. They're not running for Super Bowl. Let's put it that way.
Playoffs.
So maybe playoffs. I think they'd like to get to playoffs, but I don't think they're worried too much about playoffs even. Maybe like next season after, probably, let's say 2027 season. Yeah. I think that's the goal that they're looking at.
Okay, so as we mentioned in the last episode, and as you've probably seen, if you guys are following us on TikTok and Instagram, we said we're going to do a little internal competition for predictions to see who knows the best, whose football IQ is better, who can predict the winning teams. So let's quickly run through. I'll run quickly through my week 1's results, and then you can run quickly through yours, and then we obviously mention the standings. So week 1 results, up said Eagles over the Cowboys, which I got correct. I said Chiefs over Chargers, which was incorrect. I said the Dolphins over the Colts, which was incorrect. I said the Jets over the Steelers, which was incorrect. Damn, incorrect. I said the Jaguars over Panthers, which was correct. I said Cardinals over Saints, which I got right. I said the Commanders over Giants, which was correct as well. I said Bucks over Falcons, also correct. I see a pattern here. Yeah.
Everything into the correct part. That's correct.
I said the Bengals over the Browns, which was correct as well. I said Patriots over Raiders, which is incorrect. Seahawks over 49ers, which is unfortunately incorrect. I said Broncos over Titans, which is correct. Lions over Packers, which is incorrect. Rams over Texans, which is incorrect. Oh no, that was correct. Sorry, that was correct. It was Bulls over Ravens, which is correct, and then Bears over Vikings, which was incorrect.
Yeah, so out of the 16 games, I ended up getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 predictions wrong.
But you got 18 right.
What?
Oh yeah, it's 18 wrong, 18 right. Yeah, so
8 wrong, 8 right.
Yeah.
So the kind of the even split. The ones that did end up getting wrong was the Dolphins. I picked the Dolphins to win. Yeah.
We all saw some of the Dolphins that did not.
Yeah. Had the Jets to win. I still think they should have won. Again, lucky. Rodgers got lucky at the end there.
Yeah.
Again, in the Steelers. Had the Saints beating the Cardinals, which unfortunately didn't happen, and Saints disappointed me. Also had the Browns to beat the Bengals, which didn't happen. Yeah. Browns, another disappointment, I guess. Patriots to beat the Raiders, which, yeah, your Patriots let me down.
Yeah, let me down as well, man.
Yeah. Seahawks to beat the 49ers, another close game, close-ish game. Had the Texans to beat the Rams, and the Ravens to beat the Bulls, which I think should have happened. I still think should have happened. Allen got very, very lucky. The Bulls got very lucky, but unfortunately, that's not the score that ended up.
Yeah, there was 2 games.
Final, so yeah,
actually 3 games that you think should have actually won. The Jets over the Steelers, Browns over the Bengals, and then Ravens.
Yeah.
That would have put you way on top.
No, not by much. I was a 50-50 split, so 8 right. You had 9 right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I had have got those 3 right, you had.
I would have lost 3. No, I would have lost 2.
Okay, you would have lost 2. I would have gained 3.
Yeah.
So it would have put you at 7 and me at 11.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not much of a difference. It's early standings, early few. But one nice thing coming out of this is getting a look at how the teams are performing. The actual team, not preseason, kind of games, but looking at the actual team itself, and what's working, what doesn't work, and gives you actually a really, really good way to look at what's happening or what's potentially coming for the subsequent week and following follow-up weeks. Again, it's still early season, but it does lead into it does make it easier to predict the next or let's say refine the accuracy of your predictions for the next season.
Our week 2 predictions we will discuss shortly. Like I said, there's a couple of videos I saw that also doing predictions, and theirs is almost like exactly the same as ours.
Really?
Yeah. So
yeah.
But looking at week 1, you can kind of like, this is gonna, that has to come on. But cool, yeah. So our standings. So I'm week 1 champion, 9-8, and overall, I'm on top of our little league with 9-8 as well. Obviously.
Yeah. Are we doing both things where we go, like there's a weekly winner and then also a overall winner where we only count. Okay, so the overall winner, we're counting the number of weeks won or the overall correct.
So if I won 9 this week and only 5, my overall will be 14.
Okay, all right. So then we're
going to add them. Yeah.
All right,
then we go.
Okay.
Cool beans. Let's move into quickly our power rankings.
Yeah.
So my power rankings are at number 10.
So at week 1.
Yeah, we're up to week 1. Yeah. That's all we've been talking about.
I'm not bad. Just to clarify, just in case there is week 2 coming up. That week 2 had kind of really started, so it's just But yeah, all right, go for it. You're talking about week 1. Yeah, all right.
So number 10, I have the Indianapolis Colts. At number 9, I have the San Francisco 49ers. Number 8, I have Minnesota Vikings. Number 7, I have Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 6, I have Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 5, Philadelphia Eagles. Number 4, Los Angeles Chargers. Number 3, Baltimore Ravens. Number 2, the Green Bay Packers. And then number 1, Buffalo Bills.
Interesting.
My power rankings.
I like that Packers on your list is number 2. Running down my list, I'm going to go in reverse order because, starting from number 1, I'm going down to number 10 because that's how I've been doing it.
Yeah, with SAAFL.
Yeah, through all the previous episodes as well. So yeah, starting at number 1, Ravens. I still think they should have won that game. So yeah, Ravens followed by Bulls, and then I've still got Eagles at number 3. Kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt because they are the reigning Super Bowl champions. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I do have them there. Probably gonna slip off a little bit if they don't come out swinging
in the next game. Which is the Chiefs.
They have to
Come out swinging.
Exactly.
0-2 season for the Chiefs.
To start the season.
Yeah.
Carrying on, number 4, Packers. My Green Bay Packers. Go boys.
Go.
Rams at number 5, followed by Bucks, Chargers, Colts, Vikings, and Cardinals.
Okay. Surprised you put the Packers so low. Well, it's not low. It's what middle pack, but
yeah. Look, it was against the Lions, which I do feel was a bit of a muted Lions team compared to last year. So yeah, I mean, look, can't dispute Bills Ravens. Kind of at least 1 and 2, kind of thing. Eagles again. They're kind of more there. I'm just giving them I'm trying to give them a bit of the doubts. I think they got off to a bit of a shaky start, but it was what it was. They got the win.
fair, holy.
Yeah, it was against the Cowboys again. Allowing the Cowboys to score 20.
Yeah, that's rough, bro.
Yeah, we'll see. But I gave them the benefit of the doubt. So yeah, next obvious thing. But yeah, the rest of it's kind of more of a. I actually struggle with everything from 5 onwards. Yeah, but difficult.
What's the middle to choose? Yeah, so which are the weak ones?
Yeah, at this point to get a good power ranking, but
a well-deserved power ranking.
Yeah. But yeah,
no, that's fair. Okay, so let's move on to our AM Sideline Awards. Do you want to kick off with MVP?
Let's do that. So, MVP of the I guess it's of the week.
Week 1.
Of week 1, yes. Just to make the points clear. Josh Allen. And the Bulls. Maybe also the Bulls. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, coming out with 33 of 46 passes completed, 394 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. The most exciting game of the week, I'd say as well, against a worthy contender.
And to put those kind of numbers up.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. And then pretty much kind of driving the team forward and ensuring that they actually, down 20, 40-25 with 4 minutes to go of the entire game.
Yeah, which is insane.
And then coming back and putting up 3 scores.
That is just next level from Josh Allen. That comeback was insane.
Yeah.
So he definitely deserves MVP of the week.
Yeah, agreed. Moving on to team of the week.
Honorable mention.
Oh yeah, I actually forgot. Yeah, so we did have an honorable mention in Justin Herbert, for the Chargers. Yeah, 25 of 34 passes or completions, 318 yards, with 3 passing touchdowns.
Yeah. And taking down the Chiefs.
Yeah,
He definitely deserves an honorable mention.
yeah, on your first week. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, putting the Chargers, he drove the Chargers to beat Chiefs. So, I mean,
That is just brilliant.
yep. You want to do team of the week?
Team of the week. We have a couple of honorable mentions. Sure. The Chargers is one of the honorable mentions. Beating the Chiefs the way they did, which is just fantastic.
I mean, in our book, that's
that is just
yeah.
They should have been team of the week.
If you come out and whatever team is playing the Chiefs that week, if you win,
Team of the week.
you're automatically a contender for the team of the week.
Another honorable mention is obviously the Ravens. The Ravens had a brilliant performance against the Bulls.
Yeah.
Like we said, they were 40-25 up.
Yeah.
Like they were destroying the Bulls.
Again, I still say they should.
They should have.
That was the last 4 minutes, man.
Yeah, the Bulls pulled something out of the art, and that is why they are AM Sideline Report's team of the week.
Yeah,
is the Buffalo Bulls for that incredible performance.
Hey, round of applause for the Bulls. Yeah, this tackle by the Ravens allowed the Bulls to score that one touchdown. So
something tells me this guy's bleak.
I am, but you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah. But let's move over to game of the week, which you can do, which is obviously no shocker, no surprise.
Bulls versus Ravens.
That was just an incredible game.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the most exciting game of the week. That was I mentioned earlier, but that was high intensity, high action. There were scores happening up and down. Yeah, it's just a continuous.
Which is an insane game. Like that game got me so excited. That game got me so excited.
Yeah.
But if you guys haven't watched any of these games, please, like after this, finish the episode, because it's almost done. But go over to our YouTube, where you're actually watching this, and you will find week 1's highlights of every single game in one long form video. Go watch it, and you will see the highlights of the Bulls versus the Ravens.
Yeah,
it was just incredible game.
All right,
and while you're there, subscribe, and give a like. Comment down below if you wanted to. We would like to discuss. But that's the AM Sideline Awards.
All right. So you mentioned almost being done with the episodes. So before we do, to get into week 2 predictions, again, these were posted a couple of days ago. So prior to the actual game that happened last night.
I think I posted this on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So Wednesday or Thursday morning. 1 or 2 days.
But they were definitely submitted and uploaded before the game starts. Just much you didn't have it. Yeah. You want to run through the annual games?
Yeah, let's go through quick.
I think we pretty much agree on all of them except for 2.
Yeah, everything is exactly the same except for 2 games. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to tell the folks out there what we went with.
So game 1, Green Bay Packers over the Washington Commanders, which we know from last night's game was correct already. So that's already 1 for us each.
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys over the Giants, Steelers over the Seahawks, LA Rams over the Titans, or LA Rams over Joey Slide. Buffalo Bulls definitely over the Jets. We both went for Patriots over the Dolphins.
Unless the Dolphins obviously have something, but we'll see.
We're hoping and praying it's the same team that play against the Colts. There we go.
Yeah.
I have the Bengals over the Jaguars. You have the Jaguars over the Bengals.
Yeah. I don't like the Bengals for
I have faith in Joe Burrow, but after week 1, I don't have
faith in
I think this is where, if we get everything right up to this point, I think this is where you're gonna go one up ahead of me. I think Jaguars is going to take this game. I went to Bengals, and obviously there's no takebacks now. I think the Jaguars are going to take it, and that's where you end up leading.
I mean, maybe we'll see. Yeah, I mean, look, there's always a surprise out of the Bengals camp.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Lawrence runs a much tighter ship on the Jaguars side, and yeah.
Oh, again, I think that Trevor Lawrence. I think I still think they're going to take it, even though I went with Bengals. Then we have 49ers over the Saints, Ravens over the Browns. Yeah, that has to be an easy game. We both went, sorry. Yes, Lions over the Bears, Colts over the Broncos, Cardinals over Panthers, anyone over Panthers, Eagles over Chiefs.
Just to start you there, the Panthers did win at least one game last season. I think it was one game. So there's I mean, I'm saying is there's room for surprise. At some point, my Panthers will likely at least win a game somewhere.
Next episode, we're talking about how the Panthers beat the Cardinals. Colts over Broncos. I said that already. Sorry, Eagles over the Chiefs. This is where we differ again. I went with the Vikings over the Falcons, and you went with the Falcons over the Vikings.
Yeah, I think I honestly think that doesn't. Well, the Falcons in general, I think are tighter units or a tighter team as a whole, or more in tune with each other than what the Vikings looked like at least last week.
No, that's good.
So yeah.
So this is where you could actually get 2 points over me.
Or I mean, you could split it, or you could have 2 up as well. So yeah,
that's also true.
We'll see.
Then final 2 games is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Houston Texans. I went for Buccaneers over the Houston Texans, I should say, and then LA Chargers over the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, I actually think that last game is going to be
the interesting one.
Yeah, a lot tighter than what
This is Herbert, Justin versus Gino.
Yeah.
So that's our predictions. It is on Instagram and TikTok. Go there next week. You will find our results after this week. Yeah, and while you're there, like, follow, do all those good things.
What's your predictions? Just obviously, I mean, prior to the game, and remember the timestamp so you can check it. That'll help. I say
it was cool.
And then you post it like 2 hours after the game finished. It doesn't help.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
but we can call a wrap.
Nice.
So guys, please like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Yeah, and comment down, man. We want to discuss with you guys. Hey, there was 2 hot takes in this episode.
2?
Yeah, there was the one.
It was you're sitting
right, and then I had another one. I'm sure there was another one.
Okay.
If not, it was
going back and watch the video.
Or you guys watch and let us know.
Yeah. Does it do?
I'm sure I came, unless I just thought it and never actually got to say it.
Okay, maybe.
Remember the thinking of our take I was to get out, and maybe I just didn't. And that's what I'm thinking too. It is probably just one. But comment down below. Let us know your predictions for week 2 and week 3 and going forward. And give us your hot takes, man.
Yeah. And I guess we'll see you next episode discussing at least week 2.
Yeah. What's been happening and the predictions for week 3 as well.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, wrap it off.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see you next time.
From the sideline.
The AM Sideline Report, where you go to crew. Touchdowns and tackles, we give you the view. Huddle up, football fans, this show's for you. From the pregame hype to the final whistle, true.